Hello, beautiful earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your reading for love and channeled messages about life for the month of November. Already reading about November. Welcome to the Witching Hour. This channel is called The Witching Hour. My name is Michelle and I'm a witch. For those of you coming back, returning for a visit, welcome back and merry meet. And for those of you who are new, welcome for the first time. I'm so glad you found us. Just smudging the cards. This is a channeled message about love and life for the earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The month of November 2018. And I'm going to read The Evocation of Earth, written by Travis Bowman. Here and now, I evoke the elemental force of Earth, the soil of fertility and growth, fecund source of stability, stillness, and health. I seek the deep cavern within, that I might patiently build strength, mystery, sanctuary, and abundance. I call you forth to filter away all that is impure, and to stand rooted in this world. Mountain and dust, footstep and stone, earth, I call thee hence. I pray a blessing on you, earth signs, that you will be surrounded by love, that you will have everything you need, and that you will be free to do whatever your soul calls you to do in this world. Love, security, freedom. Ooh, that sage is still going. Wants to stick around. I don't want it to all burn up though. Okay. Past. Present and future. Okay. Underlying energy for love. The King of Fire. King of Fire. Underlying energy for security. Ooh, nice. Earth signs. You got the Lady in traditional tarot. This is the Empress. The cards I'm using are called Sacred Circle Tarot, written by Anna Franklin and illustrated by Paul Mason. It's a Celtic pagan deck. An underlying energy for freedom, your personal freedom, is the Hierophant, the High Priest in this deck. Marriage, if you know the Princess Bride. Marriage. It's marriage, but it's also, it's integrity is really what that's about. So it's like you're being true to your heart. You're following your, being integrity is when you stand stand firm in your authentic self, you know, to the best of our organic abilities, being human. You know, it's not so-called perfect. It's not good or bad. It's just organic. It's holistic. It's not about perfection. It's about wholeness and integration. And you seem to be really standing in your authentic self, your truth. And that's what you like strive for. What I feel Spirit saying is take it easy on yourself. Don't be so stringent in the morals as far as the standard. Not to relax your standard, but to relax how you carry it out, or like when you feel you miss the mark, so to speak, to not be hard on yourself, you know, because we don't always stand so perfectly in our authentic self. Part of being authentic is knowing that we don't always stand in our authentic self, and that's authentic, you know. So remember that as you stand in your authenticity and speak your truth and live your truth. You know, you be your truth, you know, and that's what you're doing. So in love, King of Wands, I just heard that, like, liar, liar, pants on fire, but they're not a liar. It's pants on fire. What a funny message to get. And the past energy of love is skill, the 8 of coins. So for some of you, this is a new passion. It's a new passion, but it's like, I know this dating thing. I know, I understand this relationship thing. I got this down. Why is it all of a sudden, why is there a new twist to the story here? Plot twist. What's going on with the love, you know? Like, what's happening? There's like a plot twist. And in the past, for security, there is the shaman, which in traditional tarot is the hermit. This is a person who has spiritual maturity, self-discipline, a higher calling when it comes to earthly possessions, simplifying, simplicity, living out what's truly important, needing to reach deep within to restructure the value system, and having the skill set to do so, having the self-love. It's like, okay, finally I get it. I know my self-worth. It's always, and that's what Spirit is saying, that is really coming to the fore here with you earth signs. Self-worth is the basis and foundation of material worth and material possessions and value. You're putting more value on your life, yourself, all of the aspects of it. I'm not getting just the intangibles, like your values, your standards, your self-love, like the intangibles, but all the physical ways, all the emotional ways, all the psychological ways that you value yourself. In all the ways, I'm feeling it all becoming very whole and integrated. This is a beautiful reading so far. You've gone deep within yourself. You've had spiritual experiences in the recent past that send you messages about loyalty, about faithfulness, about solidarity. And it's like you are standing firm, standing your ground about what you value the most. And in freedom, it's like I feel like a little sense of holding yourself back and checking your moral system. Like, because your standards are so high or solid, I should say. Not high in the sense that they're unreachable. I mean, like aloof. They're not aloof. They're reachable. They're earthly. They're practical standards. But it's like, but there's a high moral standard of integrity on how you live your life. And I feel that energy like maybe pulling you back some in the recent past. So it's like, it goes back to that message of Spirit, like, try not to be too hard or stringent upon yourself. Here we have, in the recent past, in the area of freedom, the Ace of Cups, free to love yourself. Remember, this is freedom, personal choice, not what goes by the book, which is what the High Priest indicates, right? But it's more like you've been, I want to say some of you want to study again. You've fallen in love with learning again. You've fallen in love with life again. You want to learn. You want to go back to school. You want to get a degree. That's what I'm feeling. For some of you. For some of you want to become like a minister yourself, some type of spiritual leadership. You have the skills. You know how to be in a relationship. It requires a lot of inner strength. Currently, presently, the energy of love for you. The Warrior, number 8, card number 8. The Warrior is traditionally the strength card with the lion, so Leo. And this fire sign here could definitely be a Leo in your life, the underlying. For some of you, having to hold your ground, needing to hold your ground, more for yourself than because of the influence of others. Your self-value is at the forefront and is the priority for you. Something about insecurity. This is material. There's a lot of emotions and spirituality surrounding the material security of your life. The underpinnings are all integrated and holistic. And currently, thinking back, 6 of Cups, nostalgia, thinking back on a time when there was security. Possibly with those of you who are coupled, there was more secure, there was emotional security, but I think you're feeling like that was wishful thinking. There was the security of being with another physically, but it's like having to stand on your own and restructure and regain a sense of independence has been a challenge. It has required almost all of your strength. But your value system is so strong. You know you won't turn back. That's what I'm getting. You know you won't turn back. You will not compromise your sense of security based on self-love for the security of being with another, because that will compromise your self-love for some of you, not all of you. For some of you, you've moved and you're looking back where you were and you know you won't go back, but you are missing the sense of security of being in a familiar surrounding. Those of you who have moved, and I definitely feel that as being a very strong energy. But you were moved by spirit. You were moved by spirit, and you moved where you are now. And some of you have been moved in life. You didn't move house, but you've been moved in life, and you've been moved by spirit, and that is absolutely, unequivocally, without a doubt, for certain, to reestablish your sense of love based on integrity, to be true to yourself. You've had to move, you've had to leave your job or a relationship or a home, the town you lived in. You had to move. Just even a few towns over has felt like a major shift, life shift in the energetic realm. And it's all being supported by the universe. This is truly more your soul's calling to move. It was more about the moving and not so much about specifically where you landed or where you're located now or what you're doing. It was more that the movement needed to happen. The movement needed absolutely to happen. And the spirit supported you in this unequivocally. I'm getting unequivocally. So it's okay where you're at, even though it feels like I want to go back. You're looking over your shoulder, you know, and it's okay. It's just that's part of the natural process of movement. You know, we go back and we go, was it better there? Because now I'm living in this different, I'm living my choice. I'm living in this different choice here. I'm looking back going, what was better about that then? But that's good that you're doing that, but it's not to lend itself to self-doubt. Don't let it do that. But even if you are feeling self-doubt, that's okay too. Just know that that's part of it, and that it will pass. You'll get the feeling of reassurance or validation from spirit is what they're saying. They are going to. Look at that. Solace. You are going to get that comfort that you did make the right decision. You absolutely did. You are making the right decision right now. About movement in your life. Movement. Some of you are thinking, should I relocate? Should I do this? And it's like, you have to go within and just ask yourself, do I need to move literally, or is it more, do I need to create movement in my life? I just need to create a change, even though I can stay in the same place. I need to not look behind me and be tempted by that false sense of security. In retrospect, some of you are saying, okay, I see where I did things better. Things were more comfortable over there in the past. However, it's like, I can just take that lesson with me and not go back there, but I can take the lesson with me. And that's very important that you know that. Just take the lesson. Just take what you learned and apply it to your present situation now in this different location or in this different life choice situation that you have created for yourself. In the future for love, you are going to have emotional stability. The 9 of Cups, a specific wish is going to materialize. A specific wish about, it will come back to you as self-love. Even if it's in the form of another relationship, it will come back to you as self-love. Because that's a way of loving yourself, is being loved by the right person who has the same integrity level as you, has the same value system as you, connects with spirit the same way as you, is what I'm feeling. There is a person, I feel them just like on the outskirts of the parameter of your life. It's like they're right there, about to come in, and they have the same value system. They have the same connection with spirit that you do. They do have that. They connect the same way is what I'm being told. I'm being told this. They connect with spirit the same way as you, and as a result of that, they have the same level of integrity and value system on their life, on themselves, self-love. This person is passionate. This person has integrity. This person's love is pure. This person's presence in your life will bring you comfort. This person's presence in your life makes you feel like a kid again, makes you feel innocent and pure again. They play upon your strengths, not your weaknesses. And yet, they're not afraid of your weaknesses. You don't have to always be so strong with this person. You don't always have to be engaged in a battle of wills. You don't always have to be so perfect around this person. You can just be yourself. You can reach goals together. You can reach far off goals, and you're okay if you don't reach them. You're like, well, that was a nice dream. You don't feel like this pressure to achieve this spiritual idealistic life with this person. You let yourselves dream together. You pray together or connect with spirit the same way. It's beautiful. They're right there. I can feel them right there on the edge of coming in. Yes. They're going to give you a lot of security. The King of Earth. For all the self-doubt you've had about your security, you need doubt no more. Okay? You need doubt no more. There's passion and stability. Passion does not eradicate stability. Stability does not make things boring, okay? You have abundance here of love coming. An abundance of fiery, passionate, stable love. This is a love that makes you feel stabilized. It makes you feel innocent again. Nothing about the past can ever compensate for the lack of security that you used to feel. There's no good reason to go back to something that did not serve you well, did not give you stability. Nothing. So even though you may look back and go, did I make the right choice because I feel so insecure right now? This energy of insecurity is absolutely passing, and you're going to have it very soon. There is the card, in fact, it's right there. The King of Discs, Earth. The very Earth herself is beneath your feet, beneath all your plans. They're stabilized. Stabilizing, what I just heard Spirit say is we're stabilizing the foundation. You have the new foundation. We're stabilizing the foundation. This love is in fact coming in. It's a love that fulfills your wishes, okay? This love fulfills the other person's wishes as well, but it's almost like you really feel in this love, you're going to feel like an individual person. You're not going to feel like you get lost in the relationship. You're not going to become convoluted with this other person's energy. They're too stable for that, and they're not boring. They're fun. They're fun. They have integrity. They're not going to be looking over your shoulder with a rule book in their hand. You know, you're not going to always have to check the book again. Did they change the rules on me? You know, I got to go look back. What did we talk about? You know, like when someone gaslights you and you forget your own not only do you forget your own standards, but it's like you keep forgetting what standards they agree to set with you because they're always changing the rules. Always. And it's like very confusing and psychologically and emotionally damaging and harmful and toxic. And possibly your mind is so used to being screwed over with that it's like you might not even know what it's like to be with a person, or have not in a long time felt what it was like to be with a person who doesn't change the rules, you know, doesn't change the foundational important rules, the most important rules, which is to love each other, to always seek out the best for the other, to make you as happy as I am, to make you as happy as I am. I'm in love with you, and I feel so happy, and I want you to feel as wonderful as I do. I want you to have this gift of happiness and joy. They're going to give that to you. It's so peaceful and comforting that it's like it just sets your mind at ease. You don't have to think about all that shit from the past anymore. They're going to set a whole new ground level rules. It's just the way it should be is how I feel. This is beautiful. It really, really is. Oh, Lordy, look at him. The Green Man, a whole new beginning. Bringing all of these cards together in the bottom right corner, which is the culmination of everything. In your freedom, you will have true freedom with this person. You will have true freedom as yourself. You are going to feel so fully alive and so fully yourself. Maybe for the first time in ages, for a very long time. For some of you, it's for the first time in your life. Because you don't even realize how far you've come, how long it's been since you've fully felt yourself, strong within yourself. This person is not afraid of your weaknesses. They like that you're a badass. They like that you're an organic, flexible, you know, so-called imperfect human being. They like all of you. They like all of you. They can take it. They can take you on. They can brace themselves for when you're in a bad mood or you have questions, you know, about the past or feelings about the past, or you need to ask them questions because feelings from the past make you think. Can I act? And you can bring this to them. They're stable. They're stable, and they can take on your questions and say, yep, I totally get how you feel because that's how I used to feel. And it's okay. You can talk to me and tell me that. I'm still standing here. I'm not going anywhere. We're going to start new together. We're going to feel like kids again and feel like new people. New people. This is like, I am totally accepting and embracing this reading for myself because I'm an earth sign, sun and moon. I'm Virgo sun, Taurus moon. Totally, fully embracing and accepting this message and taking it for myself as well. And this is all the energy I'm getting. I mean, it's truly the energy that I am, in fact, getting for you guys and for myself, for all of us. And we're in this together. So this is all coming in. This is all coming in. Okay, so I'm just going to look at Witch's Wisdom really quick and get an overall message from Spirit. Overall message, this one card for us to have that will tie everything else up together before we go. Witch's Wisdom Oracle cards. This relationship is going to be so good. Think about all the bullet points I just mentioned about what this is going to bring for you. You're not going to lose yourself in the relationship. You're going to be more yourself than you ever were. That's what's really important here. You're your own individual person, and you're going to have this sense of being your own authority and them being their own authority. Like you're grown-ups together, but you feel like kids. Okay? You're like really mature and grounded and grown-ups, but you feel like kids. It's like you can break your own rules and you're still safe. It's like we can bend the rules, but the rules aren't being changed like in a gaslighting, abusive way. It's more like, you know what's really important that will never change, which is to love each other and always seek out the highest good. But it's like you're willing to experiment and say, well, let's try this. And you're in it together. There's a sense of unity and solidarity about trying something together and then saying, well, did it work for you? Yes. Did it work for you? No. Okay, well, we can adjust accordingly. Or yes, that worked for both of us, or no, it didn't. It's like you're going to put your heads together all the time, but not butt heads. And even when you do, you're both strong enough to take an argument. It's not the end of the world or the end of the relationship because you're grown-ups. And yet you feel like kids in your sense of exploration and adventure, you know? It feels wonderful. It really does. Let's see. Stability. What did I say? Stability. My exact words. My exact words. Stability and a new course in direction, in freedom. And love is going to just be absolutely fulfilling. Fulfilling. And the underlying energy. Let's see. Good. Incubation. It's there. See? I said right on the outside edge. It's like, this is what you're cooking up, earth signs. This is what's coming. Just know it's in the oven and the timer just needs to go off. When it dings, they'll be coming in. And I think Spirit will give us signs as to when it's time. You'll just feel born again. Do you know what I mean? I think that's how we're going to feel. We're going to feel like we're being born again. Being renewed. You know what I mean? That's what this is going to feel like. It won't feel like a sad looking back in the past. It will feel like we're being born again now and looking back, feeling like the childlike innocence and feeling like this new birth and this new life. I'll never go back. I'll never go back again. I'll never look at that as the good old days. These are the good old days. I'm willing to wait and continue growing and incubating my dream of new love and new life coming in, because it's coming in very, very, very soon. Right there on the edge. So keep dreaming and growing that birth and that in that bubble right now. Just keep growing it and keep letting it gestate. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Stay tuned. If you're sun, moon, or rising in the other elements, make sure you check out those videos as well. And if you would like to connect with me for a personal reading or make a donation to the channel, the links are in the drop down box below and in the highlighted, in the comment section down at the bottom of the page. It's a highlighted comment at the top of the comment section. Okay, and leave a comment if this resonated for you guys. Be sure to check out your other sun, moon, and rising signs, elements, readings as well. Okay, so I'll talk to you soon. From my soul to yours, much love and brightest blessings. Oh, and P.S. I'm going to be doing individual romantic love readings for the individual signs next week. Okay, and that's how I'm going to do it from now on. For the romantic love readings, it's going to be for each individual sign. These 9-card readings are going to be for your element, because I think these readings are very important to look at by the elements, and that's how I'm going to do them. And for your romantic love readings, they're going to be for your individual sign. So stay tuned for those next week, and I will talk to you soon. Much, much love and brightest blessings, you guys. Love you. Take care. Bye-bye.